on behalf of the more than 160 medical technology companies that MDMA represents across the country, I would like to thank you for your efforts to improve and reauthorize the SBIR program. The committee's draft legislation will help ensure that small, innovative companies have access to the necessary resources to develop life-sustaining and life-enhancing products of tomorrow. Given the advancements in science, increasing regulatory requirements, and market access challenges, significant investments from the government and the private sector are often needed to develop these technologies. In return, Americans live longer, healthier, and more productive lives. One of the cornerstones of the government investment in small medical technology companies has been the SBIR program. Resources from the program, in addition to private investment, have greatly improved the quality of life for more than 20 years. However, as you are aware, the Small Business Administration's reinterpretation of the definition of individual significantly worsened the landscape for the private-public partnership envisioned by the SBIR program. As a result, many promising technologies from smaller companies have not received SBIR support, and patients are suffering as a result. Fortunately, this committee is taking the necessary steps to correct the actions of the SBA and ensure that the SBIR program is restored to its critical role of providing promising entrepreneurial medical technology companies with the resources needed to develop the clinical solutions of tomorrow. With small companies responsible for the majority of medical technology advancements over the past 20 years, the SBIR program has played an important role in assisting some companies. Unfortunately, since the SBA's reinterpretation, a barrier has been created for many small companies to receive SBIR assistance. The development of a medical device often involves collaboration of public and private investments, including resources financed by various venture capital investors. Since SBA's reinterpretation of ownership requirements under the SBIR, the number of medical technology companies applying for grants has significantly declined. For example, applications for SBIR grants at the National Institutes of Health, the most prolific grantor of SBIR grants for medical technology companies, has declined by nearly 12% in 2005 and by nearly 15% in 2006. In addition to reducing the number of companies receiving grants, one may conclude that the new interpretation has prevented SBIR from supporting those very projects that have the greatest potential for clinical benefit. The SBIR program should support small companies with promising clinical technologies, regardless of whether venture capitalists have partnered with the company. As the committee moves forward with the reauthorization of the SBIR program, MDMA would like to reiterate our support for the SBIR program and the support of the following improvements that will help reestablish the program's success. First, the reauthorization should include language to restore the participation of venture-backed companies, especially redefining the ownership requirements for more business concerns. It is critical that this language be included so that small venture-backed medical technology companies are not excluded from this program. This will serve to provide SBIR grants to the most promising technologies, which are likely to provide the greatest public and patient benefit. Second, MDMA believes that increasing the dollar amount of the Phase 1 and Phase 2 grants to $200,000 and $1.5 million respectively is critical to address the increasing developmental costs. In addition, it will help provide the necessary incentive to encourage more companies to apply for the grants. Given that the award levels have not been modified since 1992, change is long overdue. Third, MDMA supports providing agencies with more flexibility to administer the SBIR program. Specifically, MDMA supports allocating a small percentage of the SBIR set-aside to be used for administering the program. These SBIR funds could be used to pay for activities including conferences that would assist small businesses in commercializing and competing in the marketplace. The funds could also be used to improve systems for assessing the program's effectiveness. These resources would help to administer the SBIR program and assist agencies in making improvements without diverting funds from other programs or priorities. Finally, it would be beneficial to remove the requirement that a company must have applied for a Phase 1 grant in order to apply for a Phase 2 grant. If this rule will change, MDMA believes that small business participation in the SBIR program would increase. Adopting the changes outlined above are consistent with the mission of the SBIR program to ensure that the nation's small, high-tech, innovative businesses are a significant part of the federal government's research and development efforts. They are also consistent with the SBA's mission to strengthen the nation's economy by enabling the establishment and validity of small businesses. Thank you again for your efforts to improve and reauthorize this important program. MDMA appreciates the committee's efforts and supports the reauthorization of the SBIR program, incorporating the important changes outlined above and included in the committee's draft legislation. Thank you very much.